Satan, Satan, I am Saint Michael. I command you, Satan, and all evil spirits to leave this body in the name of Dominus immediately. Immediately!
I try to send Lydia this baptism of rites. The baptism of rites? The exorcism of rites. The rites of exorcism.
Right.
But they go on for ages.
Well, I bet they do.
It's
a big fat book when you see them reading it.
It goes on forever. And that big fat book's called the Bible. Hello and welcome to Phasmaphobes, the podcast where the lights go out, the EMF starts to spike, and the line between the living and the dead grows dangerously thin. We are your hosts, Declan.
I'm Lauren.
Lydia.
And tonight we're going to talk to you about the exorcism of Robert Doe.
Bosh.
But
Roland.
Bosh. Robert. I'm already getting it wrong.
Rupert. The exorcism of Robert Irwin.
Rupert Lauren Doe. Okay.
So the reason we have confusion with that is because he has like 20 pseudonyms.
Well, he does. But what's everyone been up to this week? How's work been?
Work has been unavailable.
Right, bro.
Work.
Right, we're all a bit flustered here. It's been a long day in the office, guys. It has been a long one.
What office have you
this
been
one.
in? Were you
I'm
been
on
to work
about
today?
No. I'm on about this office in the last
I think I'm having
few
a
hours.
stroke.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Can you smell toast?
I wish.
Yes.
Oh no. Burnt toast is usually the sign of a stroke, isn't it?
No, it's just the slur of the word.
It's been a good week, gang. Has everyone had a good time?
This has turned into a podcast about Lauren's life, and I'm not here for it.
I'm really
I actually don't. But let's get into the story.
So
it's all about Lauren. We've all just talked about Lauren's day.
Tonight is about
always
the
about
exorcism of Lauren
Rupert.
Rupert.
Lauren Rupert Doe.
DeLorean Doe. Roland.
Aye.
In the river.
We're going to get to him in a minute. First, I'm going to talk to you about our sponsor, BetterHelp. No, I'm joking. First, I'm going to speak to you about...
I think we all need a little bit of better help us.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about The Exorcist.
Let's get into
the movie from 1973.
I haven't watched.
You don't have to.
This one, I don't believe. I don't actually know if I've watched
It
any
might
of
be
them.
too scary for you.
I am a pussy.
It was very scary for the time. In fact, it was one of the most terrifying films ever made, and the most terrifying film that was ever made at that time.
I'll bet now watching it though, it's not that scary.
Well, people were like running out of the theatre, like being sick and
it's
passing
mad
out.
to think of, but you've got to think of the time in it where they probably won't have seen anything.
Cinemas allegedly had ambulances on standby when it came out for people who were literally passing out because they were that afraid.
Whereas you see the stuff that come out now and the goriness and the
I know,
horrible
imagine what
side
you
of it.
think.
Yeah.
And when you watch horror films now, are you affected by the gore?
Nah.
I don't like
We
gore.
have been
I feel like
totally
we're just,
desensitised to
desensitized
everything.
I don't know, I'm not a fan of the gore, you know. I can't watch it, I can't watch a gory
Makes
film.
you squeamish. Like I can watch them like cut people open on Saw and just be like,
Oh, no, I don't
See,
like
I
it.
won't watch things like Saw and Hostel.
No.
And even
Hostel.
Final...
No, I'm sorry, but Hostel's the
Destination.
worst. When that poor guy gets his how was your father cut off?
Is that what How's Your Father means? And I've just been shouting How's Your Father for no point. Did you?
Not know it's the sexuals.
having a how's your father?
For me, it was like Declan was telling me something that
No,
some old person once said to
The
him.
glass is just shattered in
No,
your mind.
if you want to know where I get this from, I'll cut it in right now.
Personally, before I'm on the job, I like to give my undercarriage a bit of a how's your father.
Because I won't do that again next week. But having a how's your father, I get from Austin Powers 3, when he's talking to his dad, who's played by, I can't remember his actual name, the actor's dad, of... Hi everybody, obviously the actor that I am talking about is the renowned British actor Michael Caine. I cannot believe that I wasn't able to remember that at the time. I am absolutely sorry, but as we go, this is how it happens.
Of howsyourfather.com.
Of howsyourfather.com. But anyway,
I'll have to stop saying it.
It'll all get put in. But it's about having a man having a bit of alone time with his hand.
Oh, and I've been saying, I
You've been
just thought you were being I hate not knowing things, but I'm glad I don't know things.
You're just a little.
So who have you been saying
Like
that to?
saint,
You
aren't
haven't
you?
said it to your dad this week, have
Oh, how's your father?
you? How's your father, Gary?
No. Right, The Exorcist.
Anyway, back on track, guys. We do
The
this
reason
too
I'm
often.
telling you about The Exorcist is because this story is the true story that The Exorcist was based on.
Oh, okay.
And
I
The
didn't even
Exorcist
realise it was
movie-
actually based off a real thing.
Yeah, loosely.
That's cool. Oh.
Loosely.
Is the original exorcism about a man? Because I always know them to be of women. So is it about a guy?
The movie is a woman.
Oh, see? That's what I mean. They're always about
she's
women.
a little child.
Ah.
But the real deal story is a dude. And they did that to protect his identity. So when I tell you this whole story, I'm going to call him Roland Doe. That is obviously not his name.
Oh, is it not?
That is the name that the church gave him to protect his identity.
And
his
do people
real
still
name,
not know?
His real name is now released. I won't tell you till the end.
Ooh.
And that's because he died in 2020.
Oh, so
So-
it's only recent?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, no, the story's not recent, but he
No,
died
but his
recently.
death, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah. Damn.
He was affected by hauntings, and we're going to talk about that first. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just did a really large burp.
It was just a little bubble. Now daft.
Just from deep within.
In 1949, so 5 years post-war, 4 years post-war, 5.
Something like that.
In a little town called Cottage City in Maryland,
Maryland.
there was a family of 3, a mama, a papa, and a son, and the son was 13 at the time. The dad was the breadwinner. The mum was the stay-at-home mama.
I mean, of the times.
Yeah,
Of the times.
checks out. The dad was called Edwin, and the mother was called Odell.
Ooh, I like those names.
Odell.
Well,
it was Odell.
I liked them until you said
Odell.
Odell.
Yodel.
They had a stable household. Everything was cushy. Everyone was happy. Blah de blah de blah until something happened. But I'm not going to tell you that yet. I'm going to give you a bit more context.
Oh, we're going to get some more backstory.
I like to keep you on the edge.
Oh.
The family were a member of the Lutheran Church.
All right, okay.
Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a little.
Is it?
It's
Is
a
it
little
like
side hustle of the Catholic Church, isn't it?
It's Protestant.
Protestant, isn't
President.
it? Yeah,
It's the president of the
president.
United Christian.
I don't understand all the differences of like Protestants.
So the
Everything's
Lutherans.
got subcategories, Lauren.
Yeah.
The what?
Everything's got a subcategory.
Well, that's
Two
what I mean, I
different
don't get it
levels
all.
of Christianity.
There's too many drop-down menus
Like
these
Catholics,
days, isn't there?
Christianity, Protestant.
Christianity
I can't say it,
is the-
Protestant.
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 Protestant. I can't say it.
Protestant.
Christianity is like the main
The-
part of the
the
pyramid
top.
scheme.
It is like a
And
pyramid
Protestant
scheme, isn't it? Maybe
and
controversial
Catholic.
to say, but
Sub-levels. And that particular church is based on Martin Luther.
King.
I knew you were going to say that, so I thought I'd clear this up. Martin Luther was from the 1500s, and he is actually why Martin Luther King Jr. and Sr. are called Martin Luther King. They're named after him.
Oh.
Right.
I don't
Martin
understand.
Luther.
Yes.
Martin Luther was a German monk.
Is this the original one?
Yeah, this is the OG.
She's a bald man.
And he was a good guy, blah, 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 whatever. That's all we know about him. And I've lost my place on my notes. So anyway, just talk amongst yourselves. Right, anyway, right. So this is the setup. It's mum, dad, son, normal house, nice little life. They're Lutheran by religion.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if she lived there, but the dad's sister, Aunt Matilda, or Aunt Tilly, is a big part of the story.
Okay.
Aunt Till.
And
So she's like a big part of the family.
Yeah, she's a big part of Roland Doe's life.
I really like the name Matilda, by the way.
Yeah, and I think it's nice
It's a
to be
cute name.
Tilly from Matilda's quite
Tilly's
nice,
a
isn't
nice-
it?
yeah.
Tilly on its own
No, but Tilly from Matilda.
Yeah.
Matilda
Yeah,
Hendricks. Is that her name?
could be.
Hendricks. Oh, it's just her name.
She was Roland's bestie. He loved her. He thought she was great, and she was actually into the occult and into spiritualism. Not in a big
Okay.
way, but she was like fascinated by it.
Uh-huh.
And she actually bought him a Ouija board, and they would, for fun, recreationally, do little
I
seances.
would never do that in a million years.
I think back then they didn't know the detriment that would make.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I think, like, my mum always said if I used one, she would disown me. So then in my head, I'm like, that is, like, the worst of the worst thing to do.
I mean, I've done one, but I've had a medium there.
What?
I mean, I think there's
Ouija board
worse
is
things.
the worst thing you
No,
could
but
do.
like, wait, I mean, if it's something my mum said she would disown me for, I think it's pretty fucking bad. You know?
One
I'd say.
night
Mm-hmm.
in January of 1949,
Yeah.
Roland was in his bedroom with his nana, and I think they were folding laundry,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
as they do. And they heard like a dripping noise, a scratching noise, and immediately they thought, oh God, we've got a leak. Oh God, we've got rats. So they go and tell the dad, and the next day he gets out a plumber and he gets out an exterminator. The name was gone there in my mind. That's why it took me so long to say it. Exterminator. And couldn't find a leak, couldn't find rats.
Right.
So they were like, that is a chin scratcher. What the devil's going on?
What is happening here?
And then for the next 11 days, more strange noises occurred, but also almost every day something new happened that was strange. And it was poltergeist activity. Plates were moving, there was footsteps, and Roland's bed would shake violently while he was in it.
And people witnessed this as well.
His family witnessed it.
Mm.
Take it with her.
Pinch.
A little pinch of salt.
And then on the 26th of January, so 11 days after the first funny noise,
Yeah.
Aunt Tilly died.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
Tilly.
I know. She
Aunt
was
Tilly died.
54
We-
and she
Yeah.
had MS.
He's a lovely
Is that
little
multiple
gravestone.
Yeah, that's her
Is
gravestone.
that multiple sclerosis or something?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And naturally, Roland is devoured because that's his bestie and she's died.
Yeah, and that's quite a young age to die at 54. Right, that's...
You know? It's
It's
not
something,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine getting through a war
Mm-hmm.
and then dying.
And that's,
Sucks.
That's what happens.
Absolutely sucks. But his remaining family were obviously all heartbroken, but they were having to console Roland a lot. And one
Sure,
night they were in his
yeah.
bedroom trying to get him to sleep, and Nana was there, Mum and Dad, and they were all just chatting to him and whatever. And they started to hear a marching sound and a drum beat. Like,
All of
Cadet
them just
Kelly.
heard it, Yeah.
yeah.
Cadet
I
Kelly.
thought I'd say Cadet Kelly because you know what I mean.
I do. Cadet Kelly.
But it was coming from his bed,
Ooh.
which is bizarre.
Yeah, I feel like that would freak you out, to be fair, like.
You'd be.
If
you'd be a
that
bit
happened to me,
startled.
you'd be like, she's farting.
She's farting.
Yeah,
Is that what Becky says in the night?
Yeah, probably. She's like, why is the bed vibrating and there's a
I
drum
hear a
beat?
marching band.
Why is there a possessed human? No, it's just Lydia.
Someone's got a bad belly. So they were all spooked, but then the mum shot up, Odell, and she was like,
Oh, no.
Tilly, if this is you, knock 3 times. What do they hear? 3 knocks.
Hey.
And she's dumbfounded.
So Tilly's the one doing this shit to them.
Well.
Interesting you should say that.
Believe.
They ask to knock again, but 4 times, and straight away the response.
They get the phone off.
So immediately Odell's like, oh, it's just Aunt Tilly. Lol.
Yeah, so you're instantly, if that's what you're gonna get though, you are instantly gonna feel.
You just
somewhat
believe in that the
relaxed,
demon's
aren't
there.
you?
But remember
And
what I
then-
said?
Are you invited in at that point?
This activity had been happening 11 days prior to Aunt Tilly dying.
Yeah.
The bed shaking, the funny noises, the plates
So then you
sliding.
can't.
And I think as a quick fix, and maybe it's to relax the family,
You probably
Odell was
still
like,
feel
it's Tilly.
She's there.
Yeah.
Like.
And it could have been.
Yeah.
But
Spiritual projection or something.
following Tilly's death, things started to happen outside of the house. It almost followed Roland. He'd go to school and his desk would shake and his books would fly off the desk. And this happened for a few days to the point where the school actually removed him.
Oh.
They kicked him out.
Because
Yeah,
he
they
thought
sent-
it
they
was
sent him
him
home, didn't they?
fucking about.
Whatever they thought was happening, they just said he's too disruptive, he's going to have to go.
Damn.
And then at this point, Mum and Dad's like, right, we're going to have to do something about this.
Yeah.
So they take him to their reverend, which is Luther. I've got the pronunciation here because I'm not very good at it. Schulte.
Luther, and he's part of the Luther
Yeah,
religion.
ideal, that, isn't it?
Right.
So Reverend Luth comes to...
So much Luther in this story.
Rev Luth comes to visit the house.
I think
and
I have a photo of little Reverend
Oh,
Luther.
do you? I
Oh,
want to
maybe
see.
you
I
do.
want to see a face to the name.
What's his name again?
What does
Luther
Roland look
Schultz?
like also?
Oh no, sorry. He was the one that was really, really, really hard to find a photo of.
It might have been a myth. Who knows?
Do you have one of
If I,
Roland?
Yeah, we do have a
no,
photo of
so,
Roland.
I found a photo of this the one with the
Schulte?
German sounding surname,
Yeah.
and when I pulled up a photo of Father William's is it Father Williams S? Is it Bowen or something?
Yeah,
Bowen, yeah.
Borden.
It was the same photo of the same person.
I
but
think
it
gets blurred a bit.
I know.
It's a strange thing because I'll get into it a bit later, but the church didn't want to keep too much document of what happened.
Right.
So it's hard to find some of the characters that we're going to hear. It's hard to find a face to them. He comes to their house after work one night, and it's about 10 o'clock at night because he's had a busy day of marrying people and such. I don't know what they do.
I don't know what their jobs are.
Whatever those people do.
And by which
Reverend
point
Doe's
Roland's
do.
in bed. And the Reverend sits next to him and he's got his mum there and they're just chatting, and then Roland's bed starts to shake. And he's like, oh, I don't know what to do, but he did notice that Roland was looking very tired. He was looking drained. He was looking pasty. And his mum had also mentioned that he's recently lost a lot of weight.
Right.
And
so
he's
it's starting to affect
he's
him
been
now.
really affected. Like his bed's been shaken, so he's not getting any sleep. He's been kicked out of school. He's sad he's lost his aunt, and he's just not great.
And now he's doing some more
And his aunt was his best friend as well, wasn't she? So
Yeah. So Rev Luth is like, tell you what I'll do. You come home with me, and you can stay with me and my wife tonight. Try and get some sleep, because whatever's going on, it's probably just in the house. Even though it followed him at school, but this was the solution. So he takes him to his house, sets him up a bed, and his wife's like, tucking him in, make him a little cuppa or whatever the hell. And his bed starts to shake in their house.
So it's changed places
in the
now.
Reverend's house.
Followed, yeah.
So then it's obviously
like-
him at this
Like
point.
a priest's home is like a holy. It'll be a blessed place, or like a little vicarage, or
Yeah.
like a.
So
Presumably.
he's desperately trying to get this lad a
Don't
night's
find-
sleep. So he's like, right, try the armchair. Armchair tips him out.
Roland out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
And then he's like, right, we'll try the mattress just on the floor. So he puts a mattress on the floor. And I think it said he was on the landing.
Right.
And the mattress with Roland on it was dragged into the Reverend's room.
And this is multiple
under the
people
bed was
witnessing
Rev,
this.
his wife, and Roland at this point are the witnesses in that
It
house.
got dragged like under the bed, didn't
Yeah,
it? Under the Reverend's bed.
That's scary.
So the Reverend takes him back home and he's like, I'm really sorry, but there ain't nothing I can do about this. You're going to have to get the Catholic Church involved, which is a big step for a Protestant to pass something over to the Catholics.
Yeah.
Not that they hated each other at this point, as far as I'm aware. I don't think there was an issue.
But they just have slightly different
But
beliefs.
it's a different belief, yeah.
Right.
And the family are desperate, so they're like, yeah, you know what, we're probably going to have to go Catholic. And the reason they went Catholic is because Catholics deal with this kind of stuff.
So they changed religion after all this.
I don't know if they changed religion, but they relied on a different religion for support.
Okay, so they kind of.
It's like if I was a Christian and I needed help from, I don't know, some sort of spiritual help. I wouldn't necessarily change my religion, but I'm open to trying there.
help.
Yeah. So they go to the Catholic Church. They get another priest involved from there, and he comes round. And at this point, Roland's starting to come out in scratches and red marks.
Oh,
That
that would be horrible.
and,
Yeah,
it,
proper
and,
deep
and he's
cuts
like,
and that,
Yeah.
he's like, demon. But he doesn't say that straight off.
That's
He
gotta freak you
gives
out.
them some spiritual advice. He gives them some holy water and some blessed candles. And he says, if anything kicks off tonight, hon, just set them off and you'll be grand. Goes
Set 'em
home.
off.
Roland starts vibrating in the bed again.
Oh my
So his mum
God.
douses the bed with holy water, lights the candle, puts the holy water down, sits on Roland's bed with him to try and relax him. And the bottle of holy water flies across the room and smashes.
Oh God.
I mean, you'd just move out, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd leave
But-
him there and I'd move out.
I was just about to say, in this situation, moving out's not going to do anything because it's not the whole.
I know, but if you leave him there,
yeah, if
and
you
you
leave
move
him,
out,
of course.
then
I
you're good.
I mean, this is why you don't have children.
Yeah. Because there's
100%.
It
spooky.
saves it all from happening. You know?
So, on the 28th of February, so not long after all of this had happened, it's all been in about a month's period from Tilly dying to this point. He actually gets admitted into Georgetown Hospital.
All right. Okay.
And originally, he went in for some psychiatric tests to see if he was.
Because they're going to think
nuts.
he's insane. Yeah.
Everything came back clean as a whistle. He's absolutely fine. And the two Catholic priests who he'd already spoke to went and performed an exorcism on him. They got permission from, the Archbishop of Banterbury. What was he called?
The Archbishop of Banterbury.
The Archbishop
The
of...
Archbishop. Ugh,
Bash, 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 bash.
I could even be related to this man.
Bish bash bosh.
Because he is the Archbishop Patrick O'Doyle.
I knew you were going to say Mr.
I don't know why I forgot that, because it even gave me a little spring in my step when I
How's
found
your
out.
father?
It allows your father.
No, I
This is-
can never
This is
understand that.
Archbishop O'Doyle.
Like your granddad's that?
He looks like your typical archbishop.
He
He
does.
does. Wee Bishop lad.
This
Looks
was
like-
him actually when he was a cardinal, so he's a little bit older at this point.
Oh.
But that is him.
Spooky looking fucker, isn't he?
So they're in the hospital, in Georgetown Hospital.
Right.
They're performing an exorcism.
Yes.
They've had to restrain young Roland
Uh-huh.
to prevent him from lashing out, because as you've probably seen on movies and stuff, exorcisms are quite violent and sketchy. So
Yeah,
this
This
the
is
dark.
Georgetown Hospital, Lauren.
So that's where he is
That's
currently.
currently where he's been
Yeah.
taken to, yes.
So they restrain him so that he doesn't get violent. He's screaming, he's writhing in pain as they're reading out this exorcism. What would you call it?
Oh, the
what you
rites
say?
of the rites of
The
exorcism.
rites of exorcism.
Oh, I was going to say Satanic Bible.
I did try to send them
That
to
is not-
Lydia, but
What, the rites of
honestly,
exorcism?
I sent you a link earlier on.
Read
but-
them.
Well, not to
Allowed?
read them out. No, we've all been baptized, haven't we?
No.
I've been christened. Is that
Yeah.
the same
Yes,
thing?
you've been christened.
No.
You haven't been christened.
Have a
They
So
didn't
you
do
haven't.
christenings at the caravan park.
No.
Lauren Pacey lived in a caravan for a long time.
No, me mum just didn't.
But like,
She said if we wanted to get it done, we'd get it done.
Well, I
If
had that
we
option.
wanted it-
I got christened at like 14.
yeah,
And now look at me.
like when you christened
Done.
/ baptized, that is an exorcism. You're pushing out
Yeah.
evil.
Is this why
just
bad
for
things
good.
happened to us? Because I was never christened.
Because you were probably
Maybe.
never christened, yeah, Laura.
Yeah,
But
so
like,
it's-
I try to send Lydia this baptism of rites. The baptism of rites, the exorcism of
Yeah.
rites, the rites of exorcism.
Right.
But they go on for ages.
Well,
Honest-
I bet they do.
oh,
The
no,
big
honest-
fat
hon-
book when you
honestly,
see them reading it.
It goes on forever. And that big fat book's called the Bible.
Oh, wait, no, that's not what they read. You just said,
They are. They're
just said to read the
they're reading
fucking-
prayers out of the Bible at those points, Lauren.
oh, you're lying. You're
But the rites of
joking.
exorcism go on for absolutely for ages, and they gotta say like all of the saints' names and everything
Bible.
all the way through Bible.
so he's restrained in his bed. He's writhing about. He's very upset. Blah blah blah. Then he manages to break one of the restraints and free one of his hands, which is evidence that he'd suddenly had a lot more strength than he should have had. And he gouges his hand into the mattress of the hospital bed,
Right.
rips out a spring,
Oh.
and slashes one of the priests from shoulder to wrist.
Oh,
Like
what?
all the way down
They
the
had
arm
to
line.
immediately stop the exorcism because he needed
Urgent medical
urgent-
attention.
Yeah, of
medical
course.
attention,
Aye.
and he never saw those two priests again.
That's fucking brutal.
The priest
that.
needed 100 stitches, and the whole story is hearsay.
Yes, because there is no
Oh!
actual medical record of it
This
ever happening.
is-
Oh, so that might not even have happened.
But
this
the
is
church might want to
information.
keep it that much under wraps.
Because they've not
They
been
might
documenting
have
it, haven't they?
seen
Not?
to him
So
himself.
I do have a couple of things to contradict the story.
Do tell.
So, firstly, the story came from the assistant of the main exorcist who was
Right.
there. He wrote a diary.
Is that to make him look like he done more than he did?
Yeah. And at the end of all this story, he also went to the press and shared all this information.
Yeah, this other priest wanted fame.
Dim money.
I think you can actually watch interviews with them online, but I haven't because I thought he was just a bit of a scumbag.
Yeah. He's cashing out on a terrible
Shock
thing that's
horror.
happened to
The
a horrible little kid, to a lovely little kid. That's having a horrible thing. I'm told.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's
kid.
no
All children
evidence
are horrible.
of him being in the hospital apart from when he got his psychiatric exam,
Right.
which was like outpatient. He wasn't what would you call it, admitted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another thing is that the father.
How's your father? I'm gonna keep saying
This
that now,
episode's going to
anyway.
be called "How's Your Father."
How's your
Yeah, I
father?
think it is.
Fucking hell, no.
He had no absence in employment.
Mm-hmm.
He had no record of 100 stitches. And if he'd been cut from shoulder to wrist, I'd imagine he wouldn't go and marry someone the next day, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
Not personally marry them, but
He went and married them.
He
Yeah,
got that
yeah,
big
yeah.
book.
That
So-
word
He got that
job.
big book, Lauren.
that's
isn't
my
it?
Father.
first red flag with the whole story.
Yeah.
And because they gave up, he went home,
Right.
back to his house and whatever, and his mum's talking to his dad, and she's like, I think we should move to St. Louis. St. Louis?
Lewis, I think.
And that was where Odell and Edwin were from before they'd had him.
I love those names.
So they're like, let's go home to where we were from, get away from Maryland, and we'll go and live with your brother and his wife and the kids. So they're like, yeah, okay, we'll go and do
Save
that.
a change of scenery.
As she's suggesting this, in the other room, Roland starts screaming in pain. They run in, and the words Louis, St. Louis, I keep saying Louis,
It's one of them you can't tell
into
which
his
this is.
chest.
Oh.
But
Nah,
strangely, the parents take that as a sign to be like,
we're going.
let's go.
What?
Yeah, for me that's
You
like,
know that.
don't go there.
Yep.
100%.
The ghost
100%.
literally telling you to go there.
Yeah.
So the next day, they just up sticks, go and move in with I think it's the dad's brother.
The dad's brother.
Yeah,
Right.
I think. Could be the mum's brother.
I cannot confirm.
Me either.
That's crazy.
I'm just going to tell you.
We'll just
Right
pretend
now,
it is.
it-
and
I
if it's
don't
not,
know
well,
the
then you
answer
can
to
go and
that.
research it yourself.
It was
Yeah,
just,
go
it
look
was-
yourself.
It was just
Turn off the
brother.
podcast.
Don't
Go
even know
and
why
look
watching
for
us. Just go and have a
myself.
look.
But the dad had to go back to Maryland because his job was there, and he needed to win that bread.
So they moved in with the brother, and he stayed in Maryland working.
Yeah.
Damn. He wanted to get away from that
Yeah,
shit.
he wanted to get away
he
from his
was
haunted
like,
child.
This is my house. I'm
Yeah.
fucking staying here.
I'm done with this.
He's 100%.
Now imagine being the poor cousin in that house who had to share a room with Spooky Roland.
Nah. I'd rate that
Because
a 9.
night one of staying there, both kids start screaming. All the parents run up like, "What's the matter?" And both their beds are
Rocking and rolling.
ricocheting
Roland.
across the room. So the next morning, obviously all the family after that were up all night. And the next morning, the oldest cousin who went to the University of St. Louis.
Louis? Are we sticking with Lewis or Louis?
I
Vote
think it's
now.
Lewis. St. Louis.
St.
Louis.
Lewis. St. Louis.
Wait, are you on about the actual patron saint, St. Louis?
I don't know. It's
Or
just
the
the place.
The
state-
place in America?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. I'm going to
St.
probably
Louis.
keep saying the wrong thing by mistake.
She's
We
gonna say
probably
each
are
one.
wrong, but again, go and do your own research.
No, stay here and listen to our research.
If you want wrong information, you've come to the right
You've
place.
definitely come to the right place.
No, I have
Slightly
fact-checked
off
as much as
information.
possible.
It is called
No
Louis or
one
Lewis.
went to Disneyland this time.
No.
Right, no Disney.
That I know of.
Was it even there then?
Was
Disneyland Bollywood was.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, so the oldest cousin goes to uni the next day and
Mm-hmm.
she confides in a gadget called Father William Bowden, who we mentioned briefly earlier. And he was like a member of the faculty there.
He is Father William Bowden.
And he's like,
Oh,
he's
yes.
the guy of
God, he
this
looks like
story.
one,
He
doesn't he?
is
He's got a
the
very
exorcist.
slick, got a good parting down the side there, hasn't he?
Yes.
And he was a bit reluctant to get involved, but he said, "You know what, hon? I'll come round later and I'll have a look at this creepy boy."
Ah, come round and have a look at your pipes.
So he does.
As you do.
And he just like diagnoses him straight away as, "You are possessed by a demon, young man."
Oh.
And he says, "Right, we're going to have to go and get some permission from the church to perform this exorcism, but we're going to have to do it soon because you are in danger." He
You
gets
are in
permission,
danger.
but the problem was that the church said that him and his associates, I think there was 2 of them, Father Raymond J. Bishop
Father Raymond J. Bishop.
and Father
There is.
Walter Halloran.
Father
God.
Walter Halloran was only very young, wasn't he?
He was an ex-football
He was an
player.
ex-footballer, very dishy, very
Dishy.
strong.
American football.
Well, I haven't got a thought of him being dishy, but I can
you can
imagine
imagine
he
he's a
probably
dish.
was back then. But then once they put the little collar on, I'm like, no,
Not your cup of tea.
no, I'm not into that.
So
But
the
Father Raymond, he looks like a Raymond.
does Big Ray.
Father Raymond, and then Father Howwin. He looks like a Howwin as
Why
well.
is he in fucking HD? And
Well,
he's
I don't know,
blurry?
Lauren, because they were taken at
In
different times.
HD.
This one was probably taken.
He was
in,
taken
like
on
the,
an
like
iPhone
the 80s, and that being taken
4S.
towards the time.
Mans has got some quality.
As I said, he was a lot younger when this happened to him. This is a later photo of
Ah.
Howden.
So
This isn't as it happened. This one's probably as it happened.
that's a recent one.
Yes, it's
I
more recent
see.
than when it happened.
So the church said yeah, but the catch is the 3 of you are going to have to do the exorcism yourself. And that none of them had ever done an exorcism before.
Right.
So apprehensively, they would turn up to his house, well, the uncle's house, every night. And they would come at night time because, like, the previous priests who came at night time. They were just busy during the day. It
Mhm.
wasn't to set the scene of like a spooky exorcism. It was just when was convenient for them to go.
When they could do it.
So every night they would go and they would do an exorcism, and they wouldn't get anywhere with it. And as they went on, Roland was clearly showing signs that he was possessed by a demon, and a big
Yeah.
sign for that is that he's violent. He was speaking in Latin. He was spitting. He was
I wonder
urinating
why
on them.
Yeah, I wonder why they always speak in Latin. It's always a go-to.
You could
I feel.
argue that they are reading Latin to him,
The people doing the exorcism.
and maybe
the
he's
priests
just
and
picking
stuff.
up on what they're saying. But
Oh,
who
okay.
knows?
Yeah.
Maybe not. And they get nowhere, and they decide that they should give him a change of scene.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets admitted into the Alexian Brothers Hospital.
Okay.
Bet you've got a picture
I
of that.
definitely have a picture of the Alexian.
I bet it
I've
does.
actually got 3 different photos of the Alexian Brothers Hospital.
Different profiles.
Let's just make these a bit bigger so we can all appreciate them together. The Alexian Brothers Hospital side shot, big fun profile for you there, Lauren.
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah.
Postage stamp that.
I could make it a bit bigger for you. Here we go.
They always look like,
Scary.
yeah, creepy as fuck. Like, these kind of buildings always
Because
just
we're
look
programmed
like...
to look at a black and white scabby photo.
And
If a,
think
if,
it's
a, if, a,
scary.
if a hospital.
Horror film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, to be fair. You look at pictures
If you looked at like a nice
old-timey.
picture of North Tees now, not
Yeah.
you can get a nice
I
picture
was
of
going to say another
a well-lit picture of North Tees. You
Is
wouldn't
it-
be scared of it. You'd just be like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Well, it's like even like the priests and that, like you look at the photos of them, it makes them look creepier because of the photo of the
Yeah.
time than
Yeah,
like
defo.
if the fact that they actually were that creepy, you know.
So they're continuing with nightly exorcisms, even though they're now in the hospital.
Right.
And he's in the psychiatric ward, but the hospital don't know what is going on in that room. They don't know that they're giving him an exorcism every night.
Right.
And then things started to ramp up a bit, and demons are known to trick people during an exorcism to try and get out of it. Because if this is all real, and you're spitting holy water at a demon, and you're telling him to go away in all different kinds of languages, it's going to annoy him. So he wants it to stop.
Yeah.
Or she. Can't see him. And Roland turns to Father Halloran, who is the dish, as you saw
Ex-football player.
interestingly said. And he says, you're restraining me too tight, you're hurting me. And he's like, oh, sorry. And he leaves go of him a little bit, just enough for Roland to
Get 'em.
plant him in the face and break his nose. Remember, Roland's a 13-year-old boy.
Damn.
Just
How's he
broke
got
it
that
like a
strength?
20-odd-year-old man's
Apparently
Yeah.
though, it doesn't actually take that much pressure to break a nose. I think it's like
Try.
so many pounds of pressure.
I offered you
Imagine.
the opportunity.
Like £10.
I
No,
retract.
I don't
10
even think it's.
sterling pounds.
I honestly, I don't even think it's that much. Like, I think it's like not that like because you've got to think that the bone in your nose here is very small.
Yeah.
Very.
It's all cartilage at the front, innit? Like
This
all
is
this
a very hard bit of bone here.
Yeah.
Connection there. I feel like it's £5.
Try.
I think it's like £5 of pressure. What'd you do if I actually cracked you straight in the nose?
I'm surprised you didn't take your chance.
I was tempted. Anywho, I think it's like £5 of pressure, but still a 13-year-old cracking your nose and fucking
Yeah.
breaking it's like wild, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And whether he's possessed or not, it shows a real anger.
He's got
issue.
something going
There's
on.
something happening there, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And this actually brings us up to the last night of the whole thing that happened,
Right.
and it was Easter Monday, which is quite symbolic, don't you think?
Do you get Easter on a Monday?
You always have Easter Monday, Lauren.
We literally had this conversation earlier when I said, "Oh, we're getting a long weekend soon," and you were like, "I don't get a long weekend because I'm on back shift. They should give me that day paid."
Yeah, we said it's Friday.
Yeah, because you get Good Friday, and then it's Easter Sunday, and Easter Monday is the bank holiday.
Oh!
How do you feel?
How's your father, man? Right.
So things are ramping up.
Yeah.
It's absolutely mental in there now. You can imagine like the worst exorcism
The
you've
energy
ever
must
seen
be
on a
awful.
film. It's just horrific. And in the middle of all this heck, Roland's like, "I feel sick. Open a window. I'm going to be sick." And the priests jump at the chance because they're like, right, that means that he's about to expel this demon. It's worked.
Right, because
so
they
they get the window
coming
open.
out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
And like it's a fine night in April. I think April the 18th. It said it was. So they're not expecting like a gust of wind, but that's what they get. And this massive gust of wind sort of wraps around the full room and like it's slapping you in the face sort of thing. It's like Like a hurricanes came into the room, basically.
Rock you like a hurricane.
And then Roland started to speak in a deep voice that wasn't his own, but it also wasn't the type of voice you'd hear from
a 13-year-old boy.
a demon.
Ah.
Do you want to hear what he said?
Bill Wilkins.
Satan, Satan, I am Saint Michael. I command you, Satan, and all evil spirits to leave this body in the name of Dominus immediately.
Immediately!
This is Saint Michael defeating the devil.
Oh, okay.
Saint Michael is a Hun.
He's
He was an archangel, and he was the leader of God's army, and he himself allegedly defeated Satan.
Oh. Well,
So-
I mean, by this picture, there's clearly evidence that he did.
That
That was taken on an iPhone 14.
That's some good stuff.
As he says that, the room falls silent, the wind stops, and the priests are staring at him with their jaws on the floor because they're like, Saint
A
Michael!
huge thunderclap as well, wasn't there?
Yeah. Then Roland looks up and he says, in his normal voice, like quite calm and collected, he's gone.
St. Michael left.
Then you get this thunderclap, bang, and all the nurses start flooding into the room thinking that someone's being shot.
Also, everyone heard the thunderclap.
Everyone
the
heard the
whole hospital
thunderclap.
heard the
Oh,
thunderclap.
okay.
It rattled through
Could
the
have just been
psychiatric
very
ward.
conveniently timed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But they all came
considering-
running in on, obviously, an exorcism.
yeah.
I mean,
And-
5 priests and a little boy in a bedroom.
And that was the moment that whatever the heck possessed Roland went.
Oh, it went.
So it's as if Saint Mike, whatever they'd said in this exorcism,
It
they'd
had
summoned
brought
Saint
forward
Michael.
Saint Michael.
And Saint Michael was like, "Oh, yous 3 can't do it, I'll do it myself." The big thunderclap would symbolise like this horrific entity being
Leaving.
defeated, I guess.
That's crazy.
So there was a battle that night between Saint Michael and Satan.
What the fuck?
So
Don't some people believe that it was the devil himself as well?
yeah, they don't think he was possessed by a demon, they think he was possessed by the
They
devil.
think
devil
Roland
himself.
was possessed by
And
the
that's
devil.
why Saint Michael was the one that came to defeat the devil
But
again.
so, put aside the
Or Lucifer.
everything, would
Yeah.
he have known who Saint Michael was
I
before
don't
being
know.
possessed? Would
Depends
he have
how
known who
religious
he
he
was?
was.
This
Is
is the
it
thing.
when
If
they
you
all
think at the
religious?
time, it was a social thing to go to church.
Yeah,
on
it
a
was like
Sunday.
everyone was
That's
religious
when you
back
see in
then,
your
weren't they?
community.
Yeah.
And like, I think kids back then would have went to Bible studies,
Yeah.
would have known a bit more about like their religion than what we probably do today,
Yeah,
because
I
we're
feel-
like just not interested. We
Yeah.
like, you know, want to get 5 litres of Frosty Jacks and go down the tunnel on a or like, you know, or
Yeah.
when we were of a young age. But you know, kids weren't like that back then, as it's glamorized and it's made to look.
Yeah.
But you know,
But that's what I
um,
mean. Like people were a lot more religious back then. So then I'm like, the way obviously it goes down, it makes it, and everything that's happened to him obviously makes it seem believable. But then I'm like, on the other side, is he a kid that's grew up in a very religious place, and these are things he's gonna know about anyway. So then for his hoax or whatever he's doing, he's using that information to make it seem more realistic. Like to look at both sides
I
of it.
suppose
Do you know what I
all he
mean?
had
Like,
to do, Lauren, was pick up a Bible and read it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And he would have learned.
Yeah.
He would have learned all the
Which
necessary
wouldn't, like
things.
you said, wouldn't have been a strange thing for a child
Yeah.
to do in that time.
It's
Especially
probably
in,
all he had to fucking
in
read.
heavily religious America at that time.
with heavily religious parents.
They were very conservative, very religious in America through the 40s.
That's crazy. I mean, everything else though is like, I'm just basing that off like the Saint Michael thing that he's saying. Like, but like all the other stuff that's happened, obviously that's a bit more unexplainable.
Yeah.
Because of the beds moving and the things like that. Like that makes it.
Right, so he went home. He went back to Maryland. He got discharged from hospital.
He went
All
back
of
to
his-
Maryland with his father.
Yeah, all of the observations came back fine. They discharged him. He went back home. And you don't hear from him ever again. Now, meanwhile, the church obviously wanted to keep this whole thing hushed up because it's not a good look
Yeah.
for
For possessions and shit,
for
like,
demons to be just taking over
Kicking
kids.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, someone let some news slip somewhere, and there was actually an article in the Washington Post in the August of 1949. His identity was hidden still, but it was
People
like
starting
it was
to find
like
him.
I think you've got the clipping, haven't you, Declan? But it was a big
I have
headline.
it on WhatsApp, which I'm not logged into on my Mac.
That's fine.
But
We'll
we'll clip
splice
it in.
Yeah.
There you go.
But someone someone read that article and it really resonated with them, and it was a guy called William Peter Blatty. And he was a student at the time, but within about 10 years, he'd wrote a book called The Exorcist.
Also, the book, he wrote a book before the movie came out.
Yeah, the movie's based on a book.
I mean, fair.
He even managed to get his hands on Reverend Bowden's journal.
Well, that's what inspired
okay.
him to write the book, wasn't it? Was he found...
Because people were
I think he
doing
found
that.
the article and then he managed to get his hands on a copy of that diary. And he spoke to Bowden. Is that what he's called? Bowden, yeah. Reverend Bowden. And
William
Bowden's like, I've swore to the church that I will not tell you anything. All I'm going to tell you is this. It was the real deal.
That's all I can say.
So, obviously that then inspired the film to come out.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, Roland went on and had a normal life. He got married, he had kids, and he actually became a NASA rocket scientist.
Oh, so he's smart as fuck.
Space engineer, yeah. He had a 40-year career with NASA. He lived a very private life, and he died in 2020.
I mean, can you blame him, though? Because,
Yeah.
like, if that got out about him, people would have just, like, ate him up alive.
And that was a worry that he had. So his daughter came out when his name came out, which I can now tell you.
Which is he called Edward?
He's called Ronald Edwin Hunkeler.
I knew there had to be an Edward in there. Edwin.
Yeah.
So his name's not far from what his name was.
No, it's very close.
No.
Yeah.
He was also called
Is
Robbie.
only 2 letters different?
Yeah, so Roland and Ronald. Ronald is his real name. We've been calling him Roland.
Tomato, isn't it?
There was another name he was called Robbie something.
Yeah,
Robbie-
Robbie Coltrane.
Dry up, Dursley, you great prune.
Sorry about that. I demand that you leave at once, sir. You are breaking and entering. Dry up, Dursley, you great prune.
Well, I haven't seen you since you was a baby, Harry.
Mind, I haven't seen you since you was a baby, Harry, but...
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace,
Robbie.
Rest in priest.
Rest in priests.
Yeah, so his daughter came out and she said that he was very private because he didn't want people to know that he was the inspiration of The Exorcist.
Fair.
One of his school friends also said that he had confided in him at some point in his life and said that he'd made the whole thing up. But can you trust the school friend? Who knows?
And was the school friend actually
And
really
there was
a friend?
that many different people involved in it. It's hard to be like, oh, he made it up when like you've got priests writing about it and all that shit. Like it gives it a lot of fucking levy.
It gives it a lot of levity.
Leverage.
Now,
Legitimacy.
So that's his story, and
No,
that's
it's
sort
levity,
of it from start to finish. Obviously, The Exorcist came out, and it was loosely based on his story. They changed it from a man to a woman, and whatever.
Yeah.
They changed it from 14 to 13.
I feel like it would have
and
been
then
fun.
changed from a boy to a girl, didn't they?
Yeah, I feel like it would have been fun for them to keep it as a guy, just purely because when I've watched any exorcism movie that I like can remember, I feel like
always a little girl,
it's
isn't it?
always a woman or a little
Because
girl.
It's 'cause they're
never-
creepy.
Little girls are scarier than boys, man.
Yeah.
But they are like, but
100%.
then again though, if I seen a little boy doing weird shit, I'm pretty sure I'd be just as freaked out as if I seen
I'm
a
sorry,
little
but
girl.
if you were driving down a country road in the middle of the night, right, and
See.
you've barely even got one headlight on because you're in your old first ever car you ever had and your headlight's gone out,
Yeah.
and you're driving through Castle Eden and there's
Not
just
Castle Eden.
like because you got to drive that way home later on.
Yeah, I do. On
And
my
there's like
own.
a little girl in like a floor length white dress and like black hair over her face.
Oh yeah,
Are
obviously.
you telling me you're not running that bitch over?
Oh yeah, but if
Like-
it on the same hand, if it was a little boy in some shorts. And
Oh
he
my
looked
god, she's doing it again. She's awful when she does that, isn't she?
I wanted to punch you there. In your
No,
face.
it's awful.
£5.
You don't understand how scary that is when you do
That's
that.
why I do it.
It's awful.
In fact, when
You're
I
scary
caught myself,
fuck.
you know, when I was creeping up behind you the other day and I saw myself on your monitor, I did scare myself.
It's
You
I
do
had to have a
look
word
creepy.
with
That
myself.
did creep me out there. That's why I was like,
my heckles have gone up again.
May the power of Christ compel you.
Should we get Lord an exorcism?
A Bible.
The Bible, one of them
One
big
of those
books.
big books.
Bible.
Right. Funny,
really
an
big
interesting tidbit from the movie, if you would like to know, is that it's
Fuck
deemed
me.
a cursed movie. What?
Did you miss that? Fuck me!
Lock me!
It's deemed a cursed movie.
What, Scary Movie 3?
Yeah.
It's Scary Movie 2, that, isn't it?
Is it scary? No, wait, it's Scary
Yeah,
Movie.
it's
It's the
Scary-
first one.
No, it's not. That's
Scary
the Scream
Movie
one.
2, because me and Chelsea watched it the other day, and I had to fast forward the
Which one's the one with the big hat?
3. Where the hat
It's
gets
so
bigger.
funny.
But a Scary Movie 2 is the one
Is
with
the
the Exorcism,
Exorcism
because
one,
I
yeah.
always have to pass by that bit.
Why? I
When
used to be
she's
scared of
spewing
her face.
the
Yeah,
part
the
with the flies
projectile
while he's having a
is-
shit. Oh, I just can't. I can't bypass it. Me like, and then when he starts fucking shagging her on the bed, I'm like, oh, it knocks me so. I cannot watch that part. I always have to the next bit.
You told me you weren't going to swear on this podcast.
I haven't.
Right, do you want to know why it was a
Bible.
cursed movie? Because it is quite strange, and this is true.
As we
on
This
strange
is the
it?
only true part, 100%.
Tell me.
There was 9 deaths linked to the production of the movie. So
Oh.
before it even premiered, 9 people directly related to that movie died.
Before it came out?
Yeah, including a baby.
Oh.
You know. And one night there was a massive fire on set, and it was on the house that they used as the Exorcist house.
Right.
The whole thing was destroyed apart from Regan's room, and Regan is the Ronald of the story.
That's creepy.
Spooky.
I feel like I've heard that about another movie as well.
There's a good documentary. I think it's on Shudder.
Wasn't she really
About
badly
Crestfall.
tricked, the little girl who was playing the Exorcist? The girl having the exorcism. Like, because they had to put her in, like, the contraption to, like,
Oh,
make
she
her-
really hurt herself,
Yeah, and she
didn't
got
she?
really badly hurt and
I
stuff.
think the person who... Yeah, I think, didn't she get really bad spinal injury and they kept it in when she was physically in pain? That was
they
actually...
just okay, because the emotion was genuine. The director was like, just keep going. And this,
Yeah,
this
even though he was,
Ben's,
like, snapping her
crying
back.
out for, like, help.
Horrific.
But it
That's-
fit the movie, so they
That's
kept going.
a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But that's not uncommon, is it, for old movies
Yeah.
to have
I feel like
severely mistreated
I feel like
actors?
I've heard that about unless it's this movie I'm thinking of, but I don't know why. But the Poltergeist is making me think
Yeah,
that
there's
that's another
that's a cursed
haunted
movie. There's
Yeah,
a
'cause-
handful of them. There's Rosemary's Baby.
right.
That was cursed. We should do
We should
We should
do an
just
episode on this
We're
because
gonna
there
do a
is-
cursed movies episode.
there is some really
Get off my chair.
weird
You're
things.
very much welcome there, Lauren.
On my chair.
For the rest of the aftermath, I'll quickly wrap it up. The hospital that he had the exorcism in. Mm-hmm. Now, we've had 2 stories from this, haven't we?
Yeah.
One of them is that they closed the wing that he was in
Right.
straight after, and they've never used it again.
Fair.
And my source was a TikTok comment from a person who said, I live down the road from that hospital and they've never
Reliable.
opened that wing since. So I don't know if that's true. The other thing was that it was demolished. Just the wing that they used.
Well, it
But
is
either
definitely
way,
demolished now, isn't it? It is confirmed to be gone now.
The whole thing.
I think so. I
Yeah.
don't know about the whole thing. Is the whole thing gone?
The whole thing's gone,
Right.
but we don't know for sure whether or not they actually locked it off for, like, the rest of eternity after the exorcism.
So I'll let you decide if you think that that is real or not. But I think
It sounds pretty. It's bizarre. It sounds pretty convincing for the fact of like so many people corroborating
yeah, I agree.
the.
There's
story.
also another little spin-off story. I don't know if you come across this,
Do tell.
but there was also belief that the demon didn't actually fully leave, but just moved from the boy to one of the priests, and apparently one of the priests ended up being possessed by this demon as well, and then sequentially ended up in, like, a mental institute and died in, like, 1983 or something.
That's interesting.
But
Not for
there's
him.
no solid evidence to back that up.
Yeah.
But it's
Hearsay.
it's hearsay, allegedly
Yeah.
happened. I heard that.
Fucking hell! And I would not want.
There
to
was
be
another one of
possessed.
Lauren's swear. We're going to get you a swear
Yeah,
jar.
we're gonna
Sorry.
have a little swear jar.
Maybe I
Punged
need
every
one.
time you say
I do
the
apologise.
swear
I have a
jar.
very foul potty mouth, people.
She does.
I apologise, but I am a pit yacker, and I live in Wheatley Hill.
I'm
Lauren
a pit
Peasy
yacker.
from Wheatley Hill.
Exactly that. Do you know what I mean? So.
So,
What
Lauren,
can I
do you
say?
have, like, a would you
So,
rather
I
or
actually
anything
do.
for us to...
I have related would you rathers. So the first one I have is, so if you were possessed, would you rather be possessed with being able to stop oversharing your secrets, or something that makes you make up completely fake ones. So, do you want to be...
So being a compulsive liar or...
Or telling your darkest secrets, like that is
I'm
your possession.
already a compulsive oversharer.
Yeah. I
thought you were gonna say liar.
Oversharers.
Like, I think I actually annoy
think it's
some
the tism.
people.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people will be like, oh, I'm really private about my wage. I'm really private about, like,
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
me illnesses,
I'll
me
just tell you
ailments.
if you want to
I
have a
just,
conversation.
yeah.
Like, what have I got
And
to
it doesn't
hide?
matter if I've met you before. If we're having a conversation, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How precious is that information?
No.
And I don't think
Yes.
I'm hurting anyone by doing that
No.
because it's only me who I'm exposing.
Exactly.
Way exactly that.
But I wouldn't like to be a liar.
Well,
I wouldn't get any enjoyment out of that.
Yeah.
No one would ever trust you, would they?
Well,
No,
probably
and I
not.
think I would just be always worked up. Like when I thought I'd want to be in the traitors, I couldn't be a traitor.
No.
I just couldn't
You'd
lie.
have to be one of the ones.
I'd
saying
be
the truth.
opposite. I
I'd
would
be a
love to be a
faithful,
traitor.
and
Yeah.
I'd be so fed up that people thought I was a traitor. I'd just leave.
See, if I went in traitors, I don't think I would want to be a faithful. I would want to be a traitor.
You'd want to be on the traitor.
You've got that wicked streak. You're a Slytherin.
But the thing is, if you're going on there,
I am a
that's if
Slytherin.
you're going on that show, that's clearly what you're going on there for. I'd be sickened off if I went on there and didn't get.
Nah,
me a
but some
traitor.
people go on and they want to be a faithful and they want
Nah,
to be.
yeah,
I'd be
it's
like,
if you
that's
want to
the
solve the
fun.
mystery. Like
Yeah.
for me, I'd rather solve the mystery. But all in all, I could never go on
I'd
because
rather
I
gaslight
couldn't.
them all.
I couldn't be accused. I hate being accused of things I haven't done anyway. So that would just send me.
Yeah, I mean, but I would rather tell complete lies than my darkest secrets be unveiled by being possessed. I think.
Maybe that's just because I don't have any dark secrets then.
But like, I don't
And an
know,
open
because like,
book.
I don't know if I have stuff like that I wouldn't want people to know, but then maybe I do. So I'm like,
Is
mean,
it
I
that you've
suppose
got a
we've all
sixth toe?
I thought you were going to say
She
tooth.
does have
And I was
six.
like, don't pretend I've got that.
Just what?
It's not on our foot.
My toe.
It's on our forehead.
Our sixth
It's on our forehead.
So I use going for. You'd rather use.
I'll
rather
just
overcheck to
tell
do
too
that
much
anyway.
truth.
So
Yeah,
you'd rather.
Yeah.
I can't keep nothing
I
from
think I'd
anyone,
rather do
as you
the
know.
lies, to be honest.
I'm telling your girlfriend.
That's fine.
Oh,
I don't lie to my wife.
she will not.
How
be
will she
happy.
know?
How will I know?
Since you're a traitor.
I would be.
Go on, ask us another one that was enjoyable.
Oh, let's find another one. Let's find another one.
Just another one, please.
Hello, another
Just
one.
one more.
So, would you rather fight the possession constantly, or would you rather feel no fear but have no control?
Oh, so you don't have
So you're
control
not
of what
scared
happens
of
to
it,
you,
but you have no control of
of
what
what
you're
it
doing.
does.
Or you're fighting it constantly, so you know what's happening.
But forever.
Well,
Both scenarios
until
are forever.
until your possession's over, I guess. Until you get.
I
exorcised.
don't know, because you don't want to have to go through pain and suffering. But also,
Do
you
just
don't want
ride
to
it out?
cause that for someone else. Because I assume if you're possessed by a demon 24/7, you're not a very nice person to be around. So do you just
They're
take
not-
the
they
hit
don't
for
tend to be nice,
yourself?
do they?
I mean, potentially.
I think I'll take the hit for myself because I'm just a good guy.
What? So
Or
would
is
you,
that just what a bad
so
person
you'd
would say?
rather feel no fear and have no control?
No, I'd rather
Or you'd
just
rather
deal
fight
with
it?
it. Yeah.
I think I want no fear and no control.
So you'd rather just let's see what happens.
Imagine
I'm
you
not
snap
scared
out
of
of
it,
it
then-
though, and you've done something horrific to
I
someone.
know, but if you're not scared of it, then you're not. What's that?
Then you're not going to be bothered at
Yeah.
the end of it.
I think I would go no fear, no control, because, like you say, you don't know what's happening. Imagine like being in a constant fight.
I feel like even in a
life.
constant battle, you've got no control. You're still just having
But
to
being
fight.
in a
Yeah, but like
constant
when
fighting
someone you
state-
love has a headache, like a really bad
Yeah, you
headache.
tell them to get over it.
Oh, I'm like, I would have that for you, so you didn't have it.
Do you do that thing where you get a glass
Sap.
of water and put it on your head?
What
Yeah,
the hell?
it is sap.
No.
I think it's what Americans do because, you know,
Yeah, they're all on spectrum.
they put like a tea towel on their head
Fucking
and a
Yankee
glass full of
Doodles.
water, and then like little bubbles come up, and they like in the oldie days there was like, oh, that's the headache coming out, but apparently it actually really soothes a headache.
You
Does it
betcha I'm going to
for-
do that
I
to
know
Becky
you
later
are.
on because she has a
Can't wait to
headache.
get a Snapchat and she's like, look.
Look, I've just got rid of Becky's
headache's
bubbly
leaving.
headache. Yeah, so I'll be nice and you two can be nasty, and that works out, doesn't it?
Well, you don't. It's not
Yin and yang.
necessarily. It's not necessary. I have a yin and yang on my back, but
Didn't
it's not
ask.
necessary. You did. You
You
didn't.
also have
I
an
didn't ask.
unfinished dragon
I
tattoo.
do also have
Gonna
that.
call her out so
Wuss.
she goes and gets it done.
Yeah, wussy.
I'm a
2
pussy.
years.
I am a pussy, and I don't want to do it.
She's
so I
a
won't.
wussy. And a hussy.
Anyway,
She's a hussy,
so yeah,
alright.
that's my would you rather's.
Well, thanks for your time. I enjoyed them.
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
It's gave me a sense of maybe I'm too much of a good person. I might need to get on a bit edgy.
Maybe on the next ones, I'll do some more themed would you rathers if people would like to.
I would enjoy
If you
it.
have any ideas, any would you rathers you want us to fucking do, just send them over and we can do them. Maybe Twilight ones, because Hoa Hoa is life around here.
Try to get it in there
I have
somewhere.
to. We love Twilight here. It's
We do.
a possibility.
We
I
are
don't know.
twi hard.
We love Twilight here. It's a possibility.
All that I have. Right.
Do
Well,
you-
No. We might
Do you
have time
wanna-
for just a little listener
Do
story,
we have a
you know what I
right,
mean?
little listener
We'll
story?
hand it off back to Lydia
we've had
for a
some
little...
submissions for listener stories.
And
So,
if you have submissions,
Because you've
please
actually-
send them in.
And you have actually sent us some, so thank
thanks.
you very much.
thanks, 'cause now I've got to read them. Thanks a lot.
Poor
More
Lydia.
work.
She's the only one that can read of the three of us. Just to
Me and Lauren
FYI.
But
didn't do
even
very
still,
well at
not
school.
too well.
She's not the best, but we do, you know.
Right.
No,
I have to get close to the screen because I can't see.
Right, do tell. So,
It's just,
who's this listener tale by? Are we allowed to use their names?
yeah, I think so.
They don't say not to.
Anyway.
Right. So Abby got in touch with us over on TikTok.
Hi,
and sent
Abby.
us a story.
Yo.
This is a story from when she went to Blackpool with our family.
Right.
I used to love going to Blackpool.
I've only
riding
been
the donkey.
once.
The interesting thing I worked out with Abby after she sent this is that I'm pretty sure I stayed in that hotel and I also found it strange. But this didn't happen to me.
Okay, well let's find out what happened to Abby.
Abby went to Blackpool with her auntie and her older brother, and they met up with some other family members when they got to Blackpool. They got on a coach and eventually arrived. It was late at night by the time they got there. They had to find a hotel for everyone to stay in. Mustn't have booked one.
Didn't pre-book.
No.
Silly.
Always.
And when they
pre-book.
finally
Always
did,
pre-book.
they booked it in straight away. The older brother wasn't happy about it. He kept complaining that the place was a bit of a mess.
Fair.
It wasn't a mess when I stayed in it. I thought it was quite nice.
Oh.
But
Revamp.
also, I'm not that picky. One of the windows was smashed, and overall the hotel
so
didn't
cruel
look
for you.
great. But they were soaked from the rain and they were exhausted, so our auntie told them to pack it in, because they're only staying for one night. They split into pairs for the rooms, and she stayed with one of our cousins. And in their room there was a clear view of the Pepsi Max roller coaster.
That's what you want, like.
This is how I think it's the same hotel, because our
You had a
window
view.
was like it was so close in the
It
carriage.
might
that
have
she
even been the
went past.
same room.
I've never been on the roller coaster.
I thought it was a great hotel, and I didn't see a smash window. But this could be a totally different time to when I went.
True.
As soon as I saw the hotel, I had this really unsettling feeling, like someone or something was watching me. It followed me everywhere in the building,
Oh.
but every time I checked, there was no one there.
Oh, that would be
After
horrible.
we had a takeaway for dinner, everyone settled in for the night, and we all fell asleep. Well, I couldn't. My heart was racing and I couldn't relax. I decided to read Harry Potter to calm myself down.
Oh,
as you
Hazapi.
But it didn't help.
Oh.
To be fair, when you think about Harry Potter isn't the most relaxing of stories when you get to the
It's a comfort, though,
naughty
isn't it,
parts.
for people? I
Yeah.
think it's a comfort.
I think
It
the
is.
audiobook could
Love the audiobooks.
can make me go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
Stephen
If
Bear.
anything, the feeling got worse. It genuinely felt like someone was in the room with me watching every move I made.
I'd hate
I
that.
sat up and I looked around the room and I saw nothing. Then I looked at the door, and standing in the corner by the door was a tall, faceless shadow figure. It didn't
Oh.
move, it didn't make a sound, it just stood there. My heart started pounding even harder and my mind was racing, trying to make sense of it, but nothing I came up with made any sense. I panicked, took a deep breath, kept my eyes locked on it. I threw my book straight at it,
Oh.
and the book went through it.
Oh, no.
It didn't move, it stayed there by the door all night.
you get it through her head.
That was accurate, that. It stayed there by the door all night and she didn't sleep. What made it even worse was that the Pepsi Max ride outside would go past as if people were riding on it, but when she looked out the window, there was no one there, and it was raining.
Oh.
The next morning, I told my auntie and what had happened. She didn't believe me, she thought I was making up, but I know what I saw.
Oh.
Very spooky. The only thing I could possibly debunk in that whole thing is that I think they do test
The
roller
ride on
coasters
its
when there's
own.
no one on
Yeah.
it. However, in the rain, maybe not.
That's a bit scary still.
And
though.
if you can see a shadow figure in your bedroom of your hotel and you're creeped out, and then the Pepsi Max roller coaster just flies past your window,
you're gonna be
crap
freaked out.
yourself, aren't
Yeah,
you?
Fucking
there's
hell.
something going on there, isn't
Well,
there?
Abby, I
that's
can't
spooky, Abby.
deny that sounds fucking creepy.
And it's a
to
shame
be
that Harry
honest.
Potter didn't help. I wonder which
I
one.
would have
Yeah.
went down to reception. And
Please
been like,
get in
"Who's
touch,
this
let us
man?
know which Harry
Take you
Potter
there
you
in my
read.
bedroom, please,
But she would have had, it was by the door, she would have had to get up.
and go through them.
Have you ever been frozen stiff?
Yeah,
Ever.
sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Or not, maybe it's not even sleep paralysis, but like when you're a kid and you've got like a dressing gown on the back of your door and you think it's a person and you're sort of like and you keep your eye on it all night. Now I'm
Yeah.
not saying that was a dressing gown, but you wouldn't want to get up and move in case it like
In case.
chased you.
Yeah.
I feel like she was probably frozen
That's
stiff
some
in
creepy
fear.
stuff,
Maybe.
man. Damn.
But thanks for that, Abby.
Thank you, Abby.
That was really spooky.
That was spooky. Well, guys,
I
it's
think
been
we
another
should wrap
good
it.
one.
I think we should wrap it for the
Wrap
night.
it up
Bye.
there.
Bye.
Bye.
But before we go,
Uh-huh.
one, do you like my t-shirt?
Oh, yes.
Oh, some pendant potential
Merchy,
merch,
merchy.
depending on quality
Maybe,
and how
maybe.
it washes.
We
One
would
day.
deeply appreciate if people would find us on TikTok, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We post ghost hunts on YouTube as well as the video version of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You might already be there if you're watching this, maybe not.
Like, follow.
Yeah, like,
Right.
follow,
Subscribe.
subscribe, share,
Bah,
tell your
bah,
weird friends
bah.
about us if you think they'd like us.
We're just our friends here, man.
Anyone that's
Come and hang out.
remotely spooky.
Bring him here. Bring him
we
in.
would like
Everyone's
to
welcome.
keep making more of these. We also would like to do some more ghost hunts at some point.
Yeah.
So,
Give us more
Give us
ghost
your love.
stories.
Give us reason.
yeah,
Give-
give us a
give us a
reason,
reason,
why.
guys.
Give me reason.
God.
Thanks for your time, everybody.
Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye, 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 bye. Bosh, 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 bosh.